And we're back. Well, I'm back. Hope you're back. Of course, you're very welcome to play along with me. Right, just checking what the game time is. We're at the Northwest Airfield. We're playing the Days After Zero. This is part 2. Probably want to watch part 1. Now, I've just started off from that friendly base, which has traders that I can't afford to buy anything from. But just because they're friendly doesn't mean the rest of this airfield is. Ooh, now I didn't shoot that fellow. It's not going to stop me taking his stuff, though. Right, this... Yeah, if somebody walked out right here, I could be... well, splatted. Righty, let's have a little look-see. These barracks buildings can be, very good sources of loot indeed. Didn't get much else though. So I'm just going to go and explore the hangars. I'm going to be cutting out an awful lot of dull bits. In fact, really more so than the first video. Hangars can also have stuff. Well, I'm certainly not having any... Oh, ghillie suit. I'm not having any trouble finding guns and stuff. Right, that's enough of that. So, into the nearby town. And seeing as I'm driving this nice vehicle, I think maybe I might just... should I stop and scope things out with a gun? Don't know, I don't expect to find much around here. Ugh. Some shunky driving there. Whoa! Blimey! Frig! Run! Run, 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 run. Yeah, not friendly. Also not smart. Get the driver, get the driver. Think I got him? Ooh. God, that was a bit high excitement there for a sec. Right, now some zombies have become alerted to my presence. Can I just nip round here and climb over the wall? Ah, friggin' well can. Knock knock. Heard a gunshot in the distance. Turned off the engine. Looted what bits I could, but I'm really pretty well loaded up with stuff. That's quite a horrendous area to stand and look to court. Whoa! Well, that was lucky. Let's get some fuel. Glug, glug, glug. And off we go. Just checking to see that I'm not being pursued. Oh, looks like the coast is clear. Good days. As you can see from the whoa. How kind of him to walk back into the field of fire. These are nice high caliber bullets, so they ought to pass through that fence just fine. Just making sure. Oops. Funnily enough, the gun will reload just fine without me being there. Now, careful, careful. Being careless that gets you killed. Keep some nice hard objects in front of me. Let's just go see. More stuff. Toolbox. On. Jeez, a lot of zombies. Yeah, we're in Zelenogorsk. Sometimes I got the little map up on the side there. You can see I was in Vybor before. I've gone down the road. I'm in Zelenogorsk. There's the supermarket. Oh, there's a base there. Ah! Some fine driving. Oof. Now I've gone all the way back down to Kamenka, right on the coast. Hello? Oh, now in a mission I played before, which was set on Chernarus Redux, there was a base right there. Is it friendly? Because, you notice the clouds are starting to get pink. Oh, pardon me. Also in a little bit of a hurry today. I would like to get this video finished before I have to go and do a radio program. But I play until I die, so... Yes, that's me using... Oh dear. Well, enhanced movement isn't magic. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. In fact, the majority of the damage I've taken so far in this game has been falling off of things that I've climbed up on using enhanced movement. Oh, I've got radiation poisoning. I'm half dead. So I have a little bandage. Could do with fixing up my truck. It's taken a little bit of damage. We want some anti-rads. Have to take the gas mask off. Note, anti-rads operate over time, so don't neck a whole bunch of them at once. Take one, let it do its work, then take another. I'm just being careful. I haven't seen any signs of movement around here. don't mean there ain't no one. Building clear. Lots of bags. Let's go some night vision goggles. Yeah, already got some. Might as well. Haven't really needed to search furniture and garbage piles very much because there's plenty of stuff lying around in this. It seems that among Ravage players, people are very divided as to whether they like the idea of loot being sparse and people who want loot to be more plentiful. I prefer it being sparse, to be honest. Oops, a little bit of a... But hey, if you want to play with... Yeah, I'm scared of ladders. If you want to play with plentiful loot, this is a very good mission for you to play. Obviously, links to everything are in the description below. Right, now, just making sure you absolutely do not want to sort of run all the way up to the top and then have someone come out below you. But I think we're safe to assume that this is empty. Back in the day when I used to have to deliver blasted leaflets for a political party, whenever we went to a tower block, a block of flats, or something, oh heck, we always went top down. Okay, I was visible at that spot there. Let's just play Sneaky Pete. See, the roof of this isn't terribly well done. I'm sinking into it. There. Oh, you little bugger. Come on, keep running. Keep running. Emerge from the undergrowth. It's starting to get dark as well. Could really do with murdering this fellow in short order. Come on, come on. Yes. Hit. Come on. Ah. He dead? He ain't shitting in, he ain't moving. Ah. Now he's... Oh god, there's another. You get too close to the edge of the roof and you start angling up. I'm having trouble seeing now. That shot definitely came from this direction. So many things he could be behind. Yes. Well, that's a body I can remember where it is because it's yeah, stop at radiation poisoning. That was partially effective. It's kinda there. Take the mask off, take your pills, put the mask on. Well, it's a good idea. Oh, yes, of course. It's a good idea to take care of food and drink before you go to sleep, because you will get hungry and thirsty during the time you're sleeping. Right, so there we go. Gotta stay hydrated, bro. I hate people who say hydration. Hydrated. Ugh. Right. You can sleep at those bags. That is cool. Just having a little look-see to make sure there ain't some sneaky blighter that's going to come up here and do me in my sleep. And by do me, I mean kill me. Not the other thing. Still got radiation poisoning. Yep, right, got a good set of stuff. Okay. And goodness me, I've got a lot of ammo. Very kindly donated to me by, well, various people. 9-ish, 10 hours? 9 hours, I guess. Right. Is it light? No! Yeah, night vision, eh? But notice the great reduction in your field of view. It is not some magic solution. Looks fairly safe. Nuts. Held space too long. That is slightly annoying. This is, yeah, still dark. Well, there should do it. Quite funny. When you tell it to go to sleep, you sit down. But if you're already sitting down, he stands up. There we go. Is that body still going to be there? And where on earth was that other one? Ah, ladders, my old foe. My nemesis. My nemesis? Mm-hmm. It feels a little dodgy, but it's working. What are my hands holding on to? Yeah, I mean, seem to be being overly cautious there, but you never can tell. I'm wondering where to go next. Got some heavy rain. Squeeze through the gaps. Squeeze through the gaps. Yeah, we're at Balota, next town along. One with a little airfield, which seems to be a bit bigger in Chernarus Redux. So I'm going to have a look. Park up here. Can I climb the wall? Yes. That's because of enhanced movement. Rabbit. Oh dear. Ah, can't use the bipod there. Oh, or there. Really? That's better. Yay! Thanks, Flopsy. Rabbits are an excellent source of food. Where's my gutting knife? There's my gutting knife. Yes, note the slightly unusual action there. It's not from the mouse wheel menu. You have to double click the knife. You have to be right over the blooming thing. Oh! This is not a safe place to be. Not sure about him. Put some shots in the right area. The grass was in the way. Ideally, I want something hard between me and them. Being clever, I decided to nip outside the wall. Oh, I'm here. Do some repairs. Because I'm driving around with only one headlight. That toolbox is taking up a lot of space in my inventory. What else we got? Yes, it can be hard to tell what exactly you need to repair. It's easy when it's the wheels. Yeah, don't want to be leaking fuel. Righty. Still got toolbox. Oh, no I don't. Okay. Dump some of the many items I've stolen. Look how many guns and things I've got in the back of this. Oh yeah, you might notice a red marker on the runway there. That's because I dropped some of my explosives. Well, set up some of my explosives over there. There's a place I haven't been. Whoa! Alright. Monkey frig. Hello, cave complex. Is this? Oh, it does have a way in. Hello? Anyone home? This is very cool. God, you could have a nice base here and be easily defensible. Hello? Oh. Oh, I do like this. Don't particularly want to cross that very narrow bridge. Goodness me, Chernarus Redux people have really put some effort in. I've clambered up through a hole in the roof. Now I'm sort of outside the cave. I'm climbing along narrow wooden planks. This is very neat. Oh, there's another one up there. Corks, I really like this. Imagine the multiplayer fun you could have around this bit. And yeah, thing to note is the Days After Zero is a multiplayer mission as well as a solo one. You can take this thing on co-op with your friends, which I think would be a great laugh. But I'm tackling this solo, like most of me videos. Hey! God, there's so much cool stuff here. I did have a look around the bits and pieces that were lying around inside the caves, and there was nothing, there's no loot basically. Oh yeah, let's walk across this. See where I am now, directly above where I was. Phew. It's amazing that ArmA lets you do these things, but it's slightly less amazing that they tend to be a little bit shonky. But hey, that's the price you pay. Oh, here's the thing. It was Shrove Tuesday the other day. Generally known as Pancake Day in the UK, because that's when you eat pancakes. It's originally a sort of Christian thing. It's just prior to Lent, and during Lent you're supposed to not eat a whole bunch of stuff. So you use up a lot of things on Shrove Tuesday. And one of the best ways of using them up was to make pancakes, so we did. But here in my little town, what we do on Shrove Tuesday is we play football. Just some rocks, just some rocks. A very ancient football match that has practically no rules. The town is effectively divided into two. The parish of St Michael's and the parish of St Paul's. And depending on where you live, you play for one side or the other. And we all troop along to the castle, which is next door to me. This is the town of Alnwick, by the way. And is that a person? Not anymore, it isn't. Yeah, let's just park around the corner. Yeah, we all troop along to the castle about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the Duke of Northumberland comes out onto the ramparts, and he throws down a football to the crowd below. That guy did seem to be alone. Oh, no, he isn't. Let's just go have a little sneaky round. So yeah, the football match takes place on the pastures, which is actually a sheep grazing field. And, so you... Thinking flip, why is he not seeing me? Oh! Ow! Ow! No, let's be super careful. Yeah, tricked myself. So yeah, the football match, we call it scoring the hails. And the hails are the goals, I guess. They're two very, actually quite narrow, but very tall goals, which are covered in fir tree fronds for some reason. Because I've been playing this here forever. And yeah, the teams compete against each other. Oops, pressed the wrong button. And yeah, I'm just looking to swap for a less long-range sight. And yeah, it's the best of 3. No one's actually terribly clear on the rules. Bugger! Quite enough out of you. 3s, man. Charlie always comes in 3s. But yes, the ground of the pastures is actually quite uneven because it's sheep field. So it's quite difficult to keep control of the ball. All are welcome to play, men and women. And in actual fact, the castle hosts students from St. Cloud University in Minnesota. Shout out to Minnesota, go Vikings. Apparently you have to say that in America. And yeah, the Americans take part as well, which is nice. Ooh, Geiger counter. It's not enough to have a Geiger counter, you have to turn it on. There we go. Oh, my rad exposure is 24, that's not bad. When it's over 30, it says radiation poisoning. And yeah, the football match barely has any rules. It's quite violent. If you don't like one of the opposing players, you can just go over and knock him to the ground or punch him if you feel like it. Oh, frig. Press the wrong button. That's what happens when you play ArmA 2. Right, thank goodness that was just a chem light and not a grenade. Only now do I get back to the first guy I actually killed. And yeah, when we trip down from the castle to the fields, we are led by the Duke's Piper. Northumbrian pipes, not Scottish bagpipes. You don't blow into them. Thanks for the cash. And the Duke's men patrol around on the pitch during the game to note down sportsmanlike... Ah, frick. Yeah, they keep track of examples of sportsmanlike contact, gentlemanly behaviour, that sort of thing. Good lord. See, just when you think you're safe, there's another guy. And yes, at the end of the match there's a prize giving, where these examples of sportsmanlike behaviour and stuff are called out, and people who played well and all that kind of thing. Although they haven't updated the prizes in quite a while, so they're still in shillings. They don't actually give them shillings, but you know, you'll get £1 or whatever. Not much of a prize. And then they take the match ball and throw it into the river, and people dive in after it. And the person who gets the ball and gets it to the other side gets to keep the ball. And it's usually Big Steve who does it, and it was again this year. And when you consider the madness of diving into a river at the beginning of March in the far north of England, yeah, that river ain't warm. A nice thing for spectators, such as myself, is you're not restricted to the boundaries. You can go and wander around on the pitch if you feel like it. Especially because the ball rarely goes out of bounds. This pitch is enormous. So you get some good photographs because you can walk right into the middle of the game. But you got to be a bit careful because you're right in the middle of the game. Oh, some more stuff piled up on the road. Here, while I'm negotiating this tiresome stuff, here's some pictures from the Shrove Tuesday football match. Good, eh? Feeling a bit lazy, so I'm going cross country. This is a good vehicle for that. You don't want to do it in a car. Oh, and one other thing to mention about our Shrove Tuesday football match is that, yes, it takes place in the pastures. It didn't used to. It used to take place on the high street of the town. And the ball was never out of play. So if a ball went through the window of someone's house, 200 people piled in after it. smashed your place to bits. So a previous Duke in about 1870, I think, had the smart idea of moving it onto his land. It's a bit of a shame. In the southwest of England, Devon and Cornwall kind of area, you find a few of these ball games that are played on Shrove Tuesday, and you'll find that some of them are still played in the main streets. And so the week before the game, you see all the shops and houses getting boarded up and barricaded. Rather fun. I must go to one of those. It's unusual to find them in the northeast of England. It's one of these mad traditions that we never actually think to tell anyone about. Everyone in the town knows about it. So we don't advertise it, we don't tell tourists, which seems crazy. So when I'm out on Shrove Tuesday, if I encounter anyone in the street who looks like a tourist or is carrying a camera or something, I always stop and tell them about it. And last year, when we played, I took 2 Mormon missionaries along. Because that was nice. Actually, I'm not particularly nice. I am polite. Now, this little off-road wander has turned into quite a thing. Have I trapped myself on the wrong side of a river? I may well have done. Nice scenery, though, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I can't drive across that. Yeah, there's plenty of areas of the map that we never tend to see. Oh, thank goodness. Careful now. Do I have another toolbox? I'm not entirely certain. Way! Them Duke boys causing trouble for... Yeah. Oh ho! I'm presuming there's water on the other side of that dam. Let's just get up out of here. There is! But yeah, there's plenty of areas of the map that we rarely explore. Just because you would think that towns and places have some of the best loot and stuff, you wouldn't tend to head out these ways. But I'm gonna. Linkies. Tons and things. Hooray! God, night vision goggles are friggin' everywhere now, aren't they? Swapping those for mine because they're brown. Match my outfit better. Well, isn't this nice? All the way out here at Pavlovo Dam. Where shall I go next? Because I'm not exactly struggling to survive in this scenario. In the default Ravage mission, day 3, you will run out of food quite easily. You'll starve to death unless you go and hunt rabbits. Right, got me some notepads and things so I can make a fire. Got that rabbit meat. Let's burn notepads, or documents, not banknotes. There we go. Edge closer, cook meat. Some of that instant rabbit meat you're always hearing about. Off and away. Back inland. You see the radio transmitter tower of Green Mountain there. I'm actually on the edge of Zelenogorsk. painful getting past the wrecks. So Lanagor's got a lot more buildings than it does in the old ArmA 2 version. Now, I quite fancy going up Green Mountain. Oh, that's a person. Ah! No time for love, Dr. Jones. Ugh. You alright? Basically okay. Somebody's shooting in the distance. Don't see him. Oh, that's far away. It's a different guy. So there's at least 2 armed men around here. What you got? I don't think that's aimed at me. I think it's just straying in this direction. Stuff it while I'm sitting here like a plum. Oh! Yeah, alright, that is aimed at me. Ugh! That's a bit more effective. Wall! There's a fella. It's tempting to figure out if the gun can peep over the wall or not. Where'd that chap go? Friggin' zombies. Let's go and be indoors. Oh dear. Yeah, on my way up to Green Mountain, because it wasn't worth hanging around to get shot at there. After all, I've got lots of stuff. Took an anti-rad pill, and as you can see in the bottom right, my radiation exposure is in the negatives because of it. See how it acts over time? Don't see any signs of life. Knock knock. Slightly disappointed there isn't a bandit camp or something. What time is it? You know what time it is? It's cigar time. I shall have, let's see, a villager export gross format, I think. Gross format means they're pressed square. Trying to undo this with one hand while still looting. Oh gosh, that's a swish looking bit of kit, isn't it? Oh, carrier rig. Eh. Particularly like the villagers because they come wrapped in paper. I don't like cigars wrapped in cellophane. Not everything needs a blooming tube. And beyond their flat pressed sort of square shape, the villager export gross format doesn't have an end on it, so you can choose which end to light up. Right, I haven't found much of any good here. There's a little bit of radiation around. Another plate carrier. Never found any plates to go in them. Nice cigar. You know, those feel a bit peppery to me. They have a slightly sweet, slightly moist aftertaste. yeah, it is worth searching these things. I don't want to come all the way up Green Mountain and not get anything. How is it blocks of 2? Is that how it works? Doity Woita? Who keeps a gun in an oven? Someone does. Right, the radiation around here is not too bad. Nevertheless, I don't want to spend hours here. Okay. Meh. I think we're done. Making sure things are clear when I head out the door. I've decided to go up this road that I've never seen before. Must be new to Redux, and this very bumpy road. Goodness me, it's a little undulating. Wow, some really steep bits. Ah, end of the road. You know what? I'm going to go up these mountains. Because I never have. It's a new feature. It's these interesting off-road areas. Well, imagine building a camp up in one of these places. YouTube's bitrate is not going to handle these variations in cloud very well. It's going to get a bit blocky. Sorry about that, but the bitrate of YouTube is set to a certain level. They haven't decorated these mountains terribly well, have they? Did they presume that no one would come up here? Oh, strikes me that this is a good place for hunting rabbits. Nice and clear, no grass to get in the way. Now, Mr. Rabbit. There we go. Top of the world, Ma. Top of the world. Actually, you know what? I'm going to end this part of the video here. Yeah, I could stop right here. That's what I'll do. See you in the next bit.